What's up, family? We here on this live stream today. What's going on? I'm waiting for some people to get in the room.
Is it working? I can't even tell. Oh, look, it keeps auto focusing every time we move.
Yeah. Grab your phone. If y'all see us, say what's up. You can hear us. Let us know. It's our first time doing a live stream, so it's gonna be some. Well, I'm not gonna speak that to, but it might be some technical difficulties. But you know, we here with you guys, so let us know if you can hear us. All right.
I don't know how to hold up.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I can hear myself. That's weird. Okay.
People coming in.
Okay.
What's going on, family?
I need my water. Where's my
Go get it.
water? Okay, what I'm about to do.
How y'all doing, man? So happy to be on here. I'm happy to see you guys. Well, see you guys' messages. What's going on? Y'all talk to me. What's going on?
Yeah, y'all put messages in here.
What's up, Maria?
Like an hour ago.
How you doing, Maria? I think that. Let me stop looking at it like that. That's Malkia. What's going on, Malkia? Welcome. Happy to have you. Barman, what's up, man? Barman, what's good with you?
Hey, what's going on?
Barman said, "Where are we now? We in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Johannesburg, yes.
That's who we at right now. Coming live. We got who else?
And Mary in Nairobi.
What's going on?
What's up?
I want y'all to tell me where y'all coming from.
Let us know if y'all can hear us well and if you can see us well.
Yeah.
Oh, my kids said we're adorable. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Okay.
We're gonna have a good one for y'all. We're gonna get into a little bit into our personal life and
we're gonna answer y'all's questions.
Yeah, but get into our personal life, our journey to this 10K that y'all got us to.
Right.
You know, we want to thank the Most High first and foremost, but without you guys, we would be nothing. We wouldn't be anything. So
okay, y'all in Botswana.
Okay. Shout out to Botswana. Hopefully we see Botswana soon. You know.
Oh, y'all can hear us well.
Good.
We were practicing earlier, trying to make sure stuff was working, but we weren't sure.
It was a struggle trying to get on here, y'all. We tried to get on here sooner when we first hit 10,000, but we had a lot of issues trying to do this live. We wanted the best quality possible for you guys, audio and everything. So
yeah,
we had to go buy some stuff, and
right
now we're here. Let's see what we got. Come through, yeah. Yes, yep. So we're gonna get started here in a little bit. We got about 22 people in the room. We're not gonna wait too long.
Yeah, we're not gonna make y'all wait. We just gonna start talking.
Yeah, we're just gonna start talking, but we're just gonna wait a few more people get in the room. Then we're gonna get into our discussion of pretty much how we got to 10K, our journey, struggles, you know, ups, downs, and then we're gonna answer you guys some of you guys' questions that you might have, and then go from there. We try to answer to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
So
Chris,
who else?
Chris back in the building. What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris Dynasty?
Y'all go watch Chris Diaries on YouTube.
Who else we got? A Roddy. What's going on?
Waiting so long waiting for us to come to South Africa, or waiting for us to get on this live.
I think he's saying live. I don't know. We love you too, Chris, and we appreciate all your support for sure. Are we missing anybody? Oh, my boy Ski Bar is in the building. Ski.
Oh, that's your cousin. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's I didn't even see that. What's up?
I saw that, but that's not a word. I was like, what?
Nah, that's a word. We know what that means.
I know.
We know what that means. What's up, Ski? What's going down with you? Happy you on here, bro. Yeah, it's a little bit longer. and we're gonna get into the video.
I'm ready. I think you can get going. It's 9:05.
9:05. Okay. Well, let's get started. Hello. Is that Ellie? What did they say? Yeah.
Hi.
Hey Ellie, what's going on? Welcome to the room. Welcome to the live stream.
I see a message on here and I don't see
Happy to
on
have
here.
you. Don't worry about that one. Happy to have you. Okay. What did that say? Okay. So family, I think it's about time for us to get started. We don't want to take up too much of your time. We've been here for 5 minutes, so let's get into it. So where we want to start? Let's starting the YouTube channel. You know, kind of why we wanted to start it and what our mindsets and our heads. We were at
His mindset.
She'll tell you her mindset too. So it started back in, I think, 2021, guys, when we first started the YouTube channel. We were trying to get up out of America and decided we want to start a business paired with a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, we did everything we had to do, the necessary steps to start the YouTube channel, and came up with the name, which took us a little while to do, but Freedom Chasers kind of fits us. You know, we're people that want to be free, just don't want to be restricted in any kind of ways, tied down. And so I feel like the name was good, and we started the channel. Now, it took us a while to actually put out our first video. Well, we waited till we came to Tanzania, is where we started to actually put out our first video.
Right.
It started with, and y'all go check that video out for sure.
We filmed our first video when we were in America. We wanted to get our friends and family's perspective on us leaving, because I know some of y'all have left the country or whatever. You know, family isn't always in agreement with that. Yeah. So we just interviewed some of our friends and family to see what they thought about what we were doing, and then that was our first video.
Yeah, and it was a great experience, emotional, and it just felt right. So. Right. And then we got to Tanzania, and our whole everything changed when we got there. Right. Just seeing the different cultures and the people, and this Africa in general really changed our mindsets on the world, and we learned so much. See, I wasn't even looking at the camera. I'm looking at us, but I'm not looking at the camera. But we learned so much, guys. And man, I'm gonna tell you, when we first started making videos, it was rough. It was rough. We didn't know what we was doing. We still learning right now, but we really didn't know anything.
And working together was a struggle.
Yeah, that's what y'all don't see. Y'all don't see the struggles, like, to make these videos for you guys. Yeah. It might look easy, like we just do it effortlessly, but it really takes a lot, hours and hours, us arguing. We have a baby, her, doing her thing. So we really put a lot in these videos for you guys. And so being in Tanzania, just starting the channel, man, we really got a lot of support. Right off the bat, we seen the love from our subscribers, and I know we probably gonna have some day one subscribers. And if you're one of our day one subscribers in Tanzania, let us know. Let us know if you're one of our day one subscribers.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Yeah, we tried. But we're looking back on those videos, they're kind of terrible, but we tried.
Yeah, but let us know if you want day ones. But yeah, y'all supported us all the way through. We try to give y'all the best content. We try to show y'all everything around Tanzania, and it was ultimately a great experience, but I know after about 6 months, a lot slowed down. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if everybody's seen a video that we put out on this, but we end up having our baby in Tanzania.
Right.
And it was a traumatic experience, to say the least, with everything that transpired. I don't want to give too much away, because if you haven't watched the video, please go check it out. But she had some issues with her blood pressure and stuff like that, which she had seizures, and it was a whole thing.
Right.
And so with that journey, it kind of took us away from YouTube a little bit.
A lot of bit.
Yeah. And we started posting less and less, and life hits us like it hits everybody, and it got real. And we ended up leaving Tanzania probably after about 9 months and going back to America.
Right.
And so going back to America, it felt weird when we first got back to America.
It was struggling.
Yeah.
Like I felt sick. Like I feel like coming to Africa, like we just got skinnier, our skin cleared up, like we just got better. But we got back to America, I started feeling bad.
Yeah, it wasn't the best situation, but we was blessed to be in the situation that we were in when we got there.
Right.
We was able to save money.
Right.
Had to get a job.
Yeah,
that was the last thing I wanted to do. But you know, as a man, you got to do what you're supposed to do for your family, to provide and to make a way. And so I did that. I made a way for us, and I'd say we stayed there about. Who was there about
like
a year?
No, like 8 months.
No, we was there about a year. It was a year. It was almost a year
that
we was in America, and it felt like it went by so fast, and
it did.
So much happened. And at the time, we wasn't really putting out videos like that.
Right. We put out. I think we only put out 2 videos while we were in America.
Yeah, and
so we slowed down significantly. Yeah. We were back doing things. We had the new baby, so it was just a lot. And then once he started working, it was like, okay, well,
it was hard.
But we're back, and we've been trying to put them out consistently.
Yeah,
trying to keep it going.
I know we said that a lot back then.
Right.
That, you know, we was going. Oh, we're gonna be. And for the ones that was watching back then, was like, oh, we're gonna put out videos. Then a month go by, we didn't put out a video.
We was trying.
But y'all stayed in there. Y'all hung in.
Right.
You know, with the struggles that we did have, y'all stayed loyal to us. And all I have to say is thank you so much.
Yes, we greatly appreciate it.
This journey it's been incredible.
Right.
It's been ups. We have downs. And, you know, you guys been with us through it all and been supporting us through it all. I just want to say thank you so much for that. For one. And just we want to continue to say that we're going to keep putting out this content that's quality. You know, we don't want to put out just anything. We could put out a whole bunch of videos any day, but we want to make the most quality content.
Mm-hmm. So we wanted to do a Q&A. A lot of people send us emails with questions, put questions in the comments of our videos. We try to respond to all of the comments, but it's hard. So we wanted to give everybody a chance to ask us what they want to ask, and we'll try to answer your questions as best as possible.
And if we didn't say this, thank you for 10K.
Yes, thank you.
When we came back, it really took off being here. You know?
Right.
It's really surprised me. I didn't think it was going to do what it did, but we got the 10K fairly fast because you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed the stuff. So.
Absolutely.
So now we're going to just open up for any questions that you guys may have, or if you want to say hello or just anything, just let us know, and we'll be happy to try to answer to the best of our ability.
So there's already some questions in here. So Barman, it says, what did you love most in Africa? The food, people, culture, climate, infrastructure.
I'll let you start.
I would say the people. I feel like the different countries we've been in have not really been drastically different, but I feel like they're all different, but the people have been very welcoming everywhere we have went. We've met people, we made friends, like even just taking an Uber, they chat you up, they invite you to their house, they want you to come eat dinner, come meet my wife, you know, like people are like really, really friendly, and it's not typically that way in America, in my opinion.
I would say the same thing she said, but also just the sheer beauty of, you know, the countries that we've been to is like nothing we've ever seen for real. Going to Zanzibar, going to Kenya. I mean, every country we went to had its own thing that just blew my mind.
Right.
And a lot of people don't talk about that or don't show you that when you're in the States. And so being able to see that in person was a wonderful thing. It was beautiful to see.
Sure. Honestly, the food too.
The food.
Because the food is just
food.
It's better. And then too, you know it's better for you. Like in America, everything is poison. Everything is poison. The health food is poison. They got pesticides. They got everything is poison. So when you come here, and especially too when you go to different places, especially like in Tanzania, and you pick something off a tree, like that's pretty cool to go outside. There's food on the tree.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah, but other than that, I think it just everything all together, it just makes a beautiful experience. For sure.
Yes, real food.
And that was from Barman?
Yeah, another one. Where And when were you at your lowest and highest moments in your adventure? Ooh, you
Deep
got
question.
deep real fast, just right in the beginning. Boom, right there. So I would say I was at my lowest after I had the baby, because like if
Yeah.
y'all watch that video, I had seizures. I would like, and I've always been like oh, I have a headache, I'm gonna drink some water. Like I don't like taking medicine. I don't love doctors. I don't
Yeah.
trust them particularly. So having to go to the hospital, and then a C-section was like my worst nightmare. So that happening, and then being on meds after for my blood pressure and for this and for that. And then my hormones were just still crazy because I just had a baby. Like I was in a horrible place. Like the fact that we even made a couple of videos
It was a
after I
miracle.
had the baby was a miracle, because I wasn't right. But I would say, honestly, the highest moment also would probably be at that time, because the first time I
Yeah.
held her was like, I mean, I was high because they had me on all kinds of drugs, but I was like, I don't know, it was just amazing. She was just so tiny because she was premature. Y'all know she was premature, and just them putting her on me was just like, it
Yeah.
was amazing. It was overwhelming. It was scary and just wonderful at the same time.
Yeah. I would say my highest moment, well, I'm gonna start the lowest. My lowest moment was that time, seeing what I seen. I think anybody see that it changes you as a person.
Right, because I was unconscious. He had
Yeah.
saw the scary parts.
And I would say that day in particular, it was I would say the best day of my life, because I seen her life almost, being taken. And then also I seen her bounce back from that and birth this beautiful, baby, all in the same day. And we had people that supported us through the journey. And it was just a lot. And then I would say my top moment, besides having the baby and her getting through what she went through, was probably when we first landed in Africa and just seeing everything and what we experienced, because it really changed us as people. It was amazing. Words can't really describe what I felt, but it's just, I knew that I didn't want to go back to America. I knew I wanted to stay here, and the fact that we had to go back, it wasn't the best situation, but we learned, it taught us, and then coming back here, we was able to maneuver a lot better. So
yeah, and too, he said we had to come back. It was so random because we weren't even thinking of coming back. And one day, I think I just had the thought, and I was like, "Oh, you want to go back?" And I was really just messing with him because I didn't think that he would ever say yes. And he was like, "No," and I was like, "Okay," because I was just messing with him. And then like the next day, he was like, "You think we should go back?" And I was like, "What?"
Well, we have a story like that.
It was just like it was just really random, but it did end up being, it was good and bad to go back, because we went back and saw we're not trying to do that again. And then we did have some good times with our families while we were there.
It was
because
wonderful.
too, we had the baby here. Like I was pregnant when we left. So telling his mom and my dad,
it was
we're having a baby, and they're like, oh, so y'all are gonna stay and have the baby. No, we're still leaving. So for them to be able to see our daughter was,
it was
that was good.
Yeah, I'm happy that our families did get to see her, for sure. Like, that was one thing that we don't regret at all.
Right.
Spending some time with them before we came back.
Okay, Jonathan is saying, were you working remotely while in Africa?
So my primary job that I had, it wasn't remote. It was regular 9 to 5. It was more like 10, 12 hours, but it was, if y'all don't know, I was in water treatment. So that's what I was doing when I went back.
I worked at the Costco. I was a sales auditor. It was terrible. It was great. I meant to say it was great. It was wonderful.
Yeah, but that's what I did. I didn't we have some businesses online. We might do a video on that to further elaborate, but my main source of income was coming from the water treatment, for sure.
Right. And we had savings. We're not like debt people, so we got out of debt. So when we had been working for however long, making and saving money, and then we made a point to learn how to do things and start up some stuff before we left. So we were really still stepping out on faith because we were like, okay, well, we don't have a ton of money coming in right now, but we know we want to leave right now. We know the Most High telling us to leave right now. So we're going to do that with what we have. But obviously, we're not going to be stupid. We're going to start some stuff that's going to trickle us in some money until it can keep going, you know.
Yeah.
So,
next question.
Do you love a diverse country or not diverse?
Diverse in what aspect? Like,
I mean, diverse like in the people, because like in South Africa here, there's people from everywhere
Yeah.
here. So do you mean like that, or like
culture,
just like the scenery, like where you go to the beach, or you can go see like some other stuff, or like, I mean, it depends. I guess.
Just let us be a little more specific, and then we can try to answer it a little bit better.
Which are the countries where you have the most followers? I think Kenya.
No.
No, I think
I would say
Kenya.
I would. Ooh.
When we went to Kenya, like they showed Super Love, it blew up.
I think it's between South Africa.
South Africa
too,
too.
for sure.
South Africa
because
too.
here we've got a lot of support from South
Absolutely.
Africa. But it's for sure between Kenya and South Africa. I don't know for sure. We don't know for sure. We have to look at those analytics, but I know it's close for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, TZ spoils one with the vastness of food that's readily available. Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
Fresh food.
How many countries have you visited so far?
So we've been to Tanzania. Then we went to Kenya,
Rwanda, and South Africa.
So just 4.
Right. Because we went to Tanzania twice. We went to Tanzania, and then when we came back, we went straight back to Tanzania.
It's been a short space of time that we've done. I think because we've only been back for not even 2 months. I don't think it's been like almost 2 months since we've been back on the continent. So we've did all of that seen all those countries within like 2 months.
So we're planning on seeing other places. If y'all have not seen the poll yet on our community page thing, look at that. Let us know. We put a few countries on there. I think so far, Ethiopia and Egypt are still tied for number 1.
But I know they got people out there that want to go to that we did name other countries. So we can't put every country on Africa on the poll.
And because everybody's coming in the comments saying countries that we didn't put in the poll. So
but we want to visit your countries too. But just one at a time.
Yeah. For sure. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's part of the freedom. Getting rid of the debt. Jonathan, kudos on not having debt. This is part of freedom. Absolutely.
You're right.
Was it easy to readjust to your old American way of living when you moved back to America? TZ is community way of living. Did you struggle to shift back to that American individualism lifestyle?
You want me to answer?
I'll say my opinion and you say yours. I think you kind of just fall back into it because it's naturally how people are. Like my whole life living next to people, I didn't know my neighbors. I like people don't walk up, even just wave at you. You outside, your neighbors outside. They'll try to act like they don't see you. So they jump in the car and go. So it kind of just is that way because the people are that way. So I don't think it was hard to go back to. I think, I don't know, living your whole life doing things a certain way and then going to something different and then coming back to it. I feel like it was like riding a bike. It was just getting back into it. But it wasn't like, oh, this is great. Oh, I love this. It was just easy to fall back into what you're used to.
Yeah. And I think for me, we had where we went to, we had family that really supported us when we went back. And so we had people that we loved around us. And and that's how we were even in Tanzania. Like we were surrounded by people that we loved and we call friends and family.
Right.
And so when we went back, it's still that dynamic with our family and friends there. So it wasn't a hard adjustment to make at all.
Right. Because that's the thing too, like especially after I had a baby, to see my parents and stuff and see them with a baby. And like all of that kind of even clouded the part that's like, oh, we didn't want to come back here. It was like we were having happy moments. So it was kind of like,
Yeah, but if that answers your question.
Where are you at?
Okay.
How much of your faith play a part in your nomadic lifestyle?
It's the main thing for us.
Right.
You know, our faith is everything.
Right.
Without the Most High in our life, we would have made it through any of this. Like it's really tough, you know, and a lot of people don't show that the part. Like we came out with a video just recently, but a lot of people don't show the struggles that people really have to go through when coming out here. Not only just being in a country, but being away from the ones you love, just learning a new lifestyle, way of life. It's really difficult. It can be difficult as well as it can be rewarding. But yeah.
And there's so much thought that goes into things, but we try not to move how we want to move.
Yeah.
You know, we try to pray about things and
Absolutely.
be very specific when looking for an answer. Like, can you show me? Because I'm smart sometimes, but I could be a little slow. So can you make it clear? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what we have been praying, and that's what we have been doing, praying about where to go and trying to find where we're going to eventually be, obviously, for a period of time, because we're not going to move around forever, obviously.
I mean, people see how the world is going right now.
With the craziness.
There's a lot happening. So I don't know if it'll be sustainable to travel so much, so often, and then we have a baby, so she needs a little bit of stability. But in the meantime, we're going to travel as much as possible. But until the Most High tell us otherwise, you know, that's kind of what it is. But to answer your question, a lot.
Right. Any place where you don't have to leave every 90 days.
And that's Lux and Omari, if we say it right.
No.
Who's that?
Jewel Niles.
Oh, Jewel Niles. Jewel Niles, we see you a lot in the comments. We just want to say we appreciate you, Jewel Niles.
And that's a cute baby in the picture.
Yeah. But we see you a lot. So we want to say we do recognize you. You loyal. So you say any place where you don't have to leave every 90 days.
So from the places we went, the only place you did have to leave every 90 days was Tanzania.
No, it's like that in Kenya. What we've seen, they have.
Oh, but for a year visa though.
So this is how it is. So when we were in Tanzania, we didn't have to leave every 90 days. We had a 2-year visa.
Yeah, but you with the regular 1-year visa, you have to.
But they said, do you have to? It's ways that you can get different visas to not be able to not have to leave every 90 days, but specifically in Tanzania. But it's kind of hard.
Saying places where you don't have to.
Kenya, what I've seen
here, you don't have to. In South Africa, you don't have to.
It's 90 days free. I'm not 100% sure if you can stay
past
90 days.
I'll have to look at it because I don't remember. Because we weren't planning on staying past 90 days. Yeah. Because we were still trying to figure out where else we want to go next.
But I think Kenya, you can get like a business visa or something and work permit and be able to stay longer and not have to leave every 90 days. Or you can do an extension. But like if you do a multi-entry visa, even in Kenya, you have to leave every 90 days.
But with that, I think you really have to figure out where you want to be. Because I feel like it's worth, depending on where you are and what you're trying to do, it can be worth leaving and coming back. Because like in Tanzania, we know a lot of people that did that. And it's not necessarily a stay. Like, so in Dar es Salaam, it's a little bit harder because you ain't close to a border. The borders are far. Like Tanzania is huge. People don't realize, they make the map of Africa all small, but Tanzania is.
Well, it depends on where you're at.
Right. But if you're in Dar es Salaam, a lot of people in Dar es Salaam, they're like, okay, well, you're gonna take a bus for like hours and hours to get over here, or you take a flight. So it depends on where you are too, because if you're somewhere that's closer to a border, it's not as big of a deal. You need to be stamped out and stamped in. They need to see on your passport that you left. So. It's not like you have to stay gone for like an extended period of time or anything like that.
Yeah.
How was your experience dealing with cops in Africa? We haven't had a lot of experience. The only time we really dealt with the police was in Tanzania. They randomly pull you over and the drivers usually just pay them something and you leave. Yeah. So that's it. They give them like 5,000 or 2,000, 10,000, whatever it is they ask for.
$4 or $5 US and they go about their business.
Right.
I don't know if you didn't have the money, what would happen?
Right. But, and we've seen like when we were in Rwanda, we saw the police. They were just in the show driving by, but we've never had like a run-in with the police besides just being pulled over in Tanzania. And we were pulled over about like 3-4 times the whole almost a year we were there.
It was funny because they didn't have most of the police, the cops didn't have cars. They
stand on the side of the road.
They didn't even have a gun.
And they're like,
yeah, they didn't have a gun.
And you have to get over, and then, but people follow that. So I don't know what happens if you don't pull over, because they always did. But
it was nothing like America, to say the least, at all.
Let's see.
It says, read it out loud.
This is Man K. It says, hi, I'm a South African and I'm under water treatment and working. Always wondered how things worked there, as I've had some Americans say they don't drink water from the tap while we drink it. I think it depends on the person. I know people who drink tap water. It just kind of depends.
I don't know nobody drink tap water.
In America?
2023. I don't.
I know people that drink tap water.
Who you know that
well, maybe not drink tap water, but people that I've known that did drink tap water.
I used to drink tap water when I was younger, maybe 15 years ago, when the water wasn't as bad. But water is terrible. And
I probably drank tap water. I don't remember. Because when I was a teenager, the refrigerator filtered the water.
But if you want, a lot of people drink bottled water. But what I was doing in water treatment, we would install water systems in people's houses to where they can get it from a little spigot that we would put.
And a lot of people have those Brita things. Like a lot of new houses will have the little filtered thing under the sink. You can buy one and put it in fairly easily. So I don't know if people still drink tap water, but I know back in the day.
We ain't drink tap water.
I didn't drink tap water. We did drink tap water. We had a Berkey filter.
That's not tap water. That's filtered water.
But it came from the tap. But we didn't drink it straight from the tap. No.
All the water comes from the tap.
But they say the water in America is highly chlorinated, so it's probably not a great idea to drink.
And if you're in Flint, you probably couldn't even bathe with the water at one point. So Flint, Michigan. So it can be a bad situation.
Humbly Me says, I'm in my late 40s, not computer savvy with a modest savings. Which country that you visited is more geared towards single women with a child? Now, the single women with a child thing is hard. I
would say if I had to answer, I would probably say maybe Kenya.
I would say it depends. Because the countries are so different, and to be single, moving around in a country that you haven't been to with a child, especially depending on the age of the child, I feel like there's a lot of things that could be difficult with that. But I would say when we were in Tanzania, we did see a lot of single women with children that did fine. And the cost of stuff is lower, but then you do have to figure out how you're going to stay there and things like that.
Yeah, I think a few things you have to take into consideration would be like language barriers,
right?
Just things to make it easy as possible. Access, to food easily, the food that you need if you have little kids.
And are you going to send your kids to school? Are you going to homeschool your kids? Like it's just a lot more to think about when it's going to be just you by yourself taking care of this kid in this other country and all of these things. But we do know people that made it happen in Tanzania. Exactly. So
we can't say everywhere else, but Tanzania, because we were there the longest.
Right.
People, I think you can make it work anywhere you go.
Yeah, you can make it work anywhere. Yeah. But just in my opinion, as a woman, if I was a single woman and I had a child, I would be trying to do as much research as possible on every country to figure out where is it safe for me, because everywhere isn't necessarily safe for a single woman.
Yeah, what's the safest?
Yeah, so what's the safest? Where can you? Where is your kids going to go to school? If you're not going to homeschool, those things are going to be really important. So it will take a lot of research, I would say. But the thing about it is, so many African Americans have left America at this point that there's people that you can contact if you look at a certain country. Yeah. There's pretty much somebody on YouTube talking about this country, that country, whichever one. And a lot of people that have moved, been there for 5-10 years, whatever. So, you could always hit somebody up and be like, ask questions, because I think that it would be helpful in that situation. Because honestly, I don't personally think I can do it by myself. I don't know. I think
you guys can do it by yourself. If you're a
you
single
can.
if you're a single person, a single woman that want
Right,
to come out here,
right.
like I said, our spirituality is everything to us. If you believe in the Most High and
Yeah.
that He has called you to do this,
Right.
then you can do it anywhere.
Right.
Just
that is one thing too.
Yeah.
When we were in Tanzania, even like we said, the leaving every whatever 3 months, we were really blessed because we ended up not having to do that because the Most High really did just put people in our way. Like we didn't go out looking for, oh, what are we gonna do?
It came to us.
We hadn't even booked the flight to go anywhere the first time. Right. It came to us. Like he met a lady, like she hit him up. We ended up doing it and didn't have to leave. So the Most High will definitely, bless you and put people in your path to be in the place where He wants you to be.
So if there's something that you want to do, you for sure can do it.
Right. Sincere Supreme, happy for you guys. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Who is this?
Sincere Supreme. Oh, okay. It says, would you retire in Nairobi, Kenya?
Is it would you retire?
Would you retire in Nairobi, Kenya?
Yeah, I for me, if I'm answering it, I would.
He's way too young to retire.
But I have a long way to go before I retire.
Neither one of us old enough to retire. But honestly, we really did like it in Nairobi, so
yeah, it was
I can see that.
Yeah,
there's probably a retirement visa. They got retirement visas.
Oh yeah. That's the thing.
Places.
if you're old enough for retirement visas, you can stay in these countries.
You can stay for real. Go ahead and retire and get your retirement visa and stay wherever you want. Luxon Omari says, apart from English, how many languages do you speak? English is my language. I have been trying to learn some, depending on the places that we're going. So obviously we were learning Swahili because we were in Tanzania. He was better at it in real time to me. Like before we even left America, I was learning on the Duolingo app and I was getting good at it. But it's completely different hearing people speaking to you because like even how I speak English, I speak fast. People tell me that all the time, that I talk really fast. Yeah. They do too. So when you're hearing somebody talking fast to you in another language, it's completely different because it's like my brain is switching those words into English way slower than you're saying them. So I'm just looking at you like I'm stupid and you think I'm stupid. So.
But to answer the question, we're not fluent. The only language we're fluent in is English, but we know a little bit here and there, Swahili. And
I started Zulu because we were coming to South Africa, but everybody pretty much speaks English, but then they were saying some stuff in Zulu because
caught me off guard. I was
we
like,
went to a store today, and the guy asked, "Do we know any Zulu?" And I did. So,
what was the word that you thought?
It was. What did I say to him?
You tell me. You say
I don't remember what I said. He asked me, "Did I know how to say something?"
Like a greeting.
Oh, I think he said hello or something. It's like Sawubona, I think. If I said it bad, my bad. But I think that's what I said. He said it was right. So if it's wrong, tell the dude at the store he lied to me. Also, I started trying to learn French because a lot of African countries do French, and we're planning on going places that speak French. So I was working on that too. Which French is easier than some of the.
And I have to commend the people. Every African country we went to, most people spoke multiple languages, so that's really, really impressive. Just want to say that,
right.
Because in America, the people that were born in America probably only speak English. Most people only speak English. They don't really try to venture out to learn anything else. And they teach you in school.
Well, they do. Because they make you in school.
In school, it's they don't really harp on it. You can learn Spanish and stuff like that in school, but it's nothing serious to where you actually trying to learn the language.
Right, because I took Spanish for 2 years. And then I didn't have anybody to speak it to, and it went right out the window. I took German for like 4 years.
You leave.
Or 3.5 years. I hear stuff in Spanish, and I hear stuff in German, and sometimes I understand what they're saying. But I can't just have a conversation anymore because I don't use it.
Next question.
Which state did you live in? We're both from Louisiana, but we were living in Texas when we met.
Yeah. I lived in Kansas for a little bit. When I was in college, but other than that, we spent most of our time in Louisiana and Texas.
But I do think it's funny because I know so many people who moved from whatever state they were born in to somewhere else and ended up marrying somebody in that state that's from where they came from. It's like y'all flock to each other.
Yeah, it's
like
you can sense their energy. Oh, they from Louisiana without them even telling you. So,
you like, oh, he got a familiar energy. I like that.
But Baton Rouge, Louisiana, New Orleans, and then Houston, Texas, and Dallas. Was in Dallas for a little bit.
Do you consider buying a house in Africa?
This is Malkia.
You were always looking at the wrong person's name.
Who?
It says A. Roddy. Tell me if I'm saying that terribly.
Honestly, so yes, since we do plan on living on the continent for the rest of our lives, if the Most High says the same, we do want to eventually purchase a house and land.
Yeah, more so like land and maybe build a house or land that already has a house. But yeah. Like settling down, yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Sorry, we scrolling through these comments.
I know. We're trying to find
people talking.
Because some people are like talking to each other and stuff.
So we're looking for a question. Please put a question mark at the end of the sentence so we can know. Easily find it. Okay.
Really? I'm just reading it. You just looking for question marks? Okay, JW said, did you visit Masai Mara Game Reserve in Kenya? If not, please go back. We want to go back and see that, but we need to time it with the migration because I actually want to see that.
Yeah, I think the migration in July.
Yeah, they said you have to go at a certain time to really see all the animals.
So hopefully we can be back in Kenya by July. We'll see though. We'll see what life takes us in that time. So
because that is one thing that we talked about that we didn't. So when we decided to go from place to place, he just threw out this 2-week thing. He was like, "Oh, we'll just go for 2 weeks. We'll just go for 2 weeks." Yeah. But then, like when we were in Nairobi, we ended up really liking it, and then the 2 weeks was almost up.
But the flight was already booked.
But the flight was booked, and it was, and we had an Airbnb somewhere else, and so it was kind of like, okay, well, we're just gonna
we had to leave,
right? Because we would have had to really just flip everything and try to cancel everything, get refunds and all kind of stuff. So it would have been a hassle to stay, but we want to go back
for sure.
Yes. Retirement, leaving every 90 days. I don't remember how much how long the retirement was.
The retirement visas in Tanzania, I think, were for 2 years.
Yeah, maybe? It was like 2 years, and you don't leave.
Yeah, you don't leave.
We actually met somebody who had one, and it was like I believe it was 2 years, but you didn't have to leave. No.
Not sure about Kenya. We just haven't done research on all the countries, but
yeah, we especially retirement visa because we can't get one, so we haven't really looked into it. Let's see. Okay, Brianna Batyasharal says, did y'all get an international driver's license before y'all left from AAA? Do y'all drive or do y'all always have a driver?
So we did not get an international license. I thought about getting it when we was in Tanzania, but a lot of stuff had happened.
Well, not international, but a Tanzanian driver's license.
Yeah, just
we were there the first time because it's relatively easy. We've heard in Tanzania to get a driver's license.
And we thought about getting a car, but like I said, a lot of stuff happened, so we ended up not getting a car.
And we didn't end up staying, so good thing we did not.
Yeah. Well, we usually just either take Uber, or if we know a driver or anything like that, then we'll use that driver to go to different places.
Or we walk. We walk if we're in the vicinity of some things, like if it's
markets
not like,
or anything like that.
We'll walk to the grocery store. We'll walk to wherever. But yeah, in Tanzania, that was really the only time where we were in a place for a long enough time to where we were thinking, oh, we should get a car. We actually were looking for a car while I was pregnant, and all those things happened, and then it was out the window. Oh, y'all talking about drinking the tap water. Also, funny story. This guy drank the tap water when we were in Tanzania.
They tell you don't drink the tap water.
Like everybody told us that, especially when I was pregnant. I went to the doctor. She was like, "Do not drink the tap water." And he took a whole swig.
It was an accident. I'm drinking it because we used to use hot water to heat up our.
I mean, it was boiled, bottles. So I don't know if it makes a difference. But
no, it wasn't. It wasn't boiled. We just.
Oh no, it wasn't boiled.
It came out the hot water heater, and basically we used to use the hot water to heat up the breast milk.
Yeah, we warmed the bottles in hot water.
It had cooled all the way down, and we use the same cups for everything.
He was like, "Is this my water?" And he drank it before I could realize that it wasn't. So
yeah.
Let's see. We just see the mountains in South Africa, in KwaZulu Natal, and then Cape Town. Yeah, everybody's saying Cape Town. JW is saying that.
JW.
We want to go to Cape Town, but we want to go to the beach. And he's been looking at the weather, talking about it's really cold out there right now.
It's been real cold in Cape Town. Now we haven't 100% decided whether we're going to go or not before we leave Johannesburg. But with the cold weather, it's looking like we might not, just for the same
and it's cold out here too.
We don't. It's pretty cool. It's actually going to be later this week in the 40s.
I went and bought a jacket today. It's cold.
I got a jacket.
We're gonna be bundled.
Yeah, we're not used to this. We was used to Tanzania. And
it's been pretty much warm everywhere we went, except it was cool. It was like perfectly cool in Nairobi when we were there, but it's very cool.
But we do want to see Cape Town very, very badly. We see pictures and stuff. I know the pictures don't do it justice, but
as he says, you have no idea what you're missing. Yeah, we know. Everybody keeps telling us.
Yeah.
They say if we like it here, we're gonna like it so much better there because it's so much better and it's so much prettier and they got good food.
To be determined.
It's like Cape Town and Johannesburg just be going at each other in the comments.
We'll see. We might, before we leave, we might not, depending on the weather.
Right. Let's see. Teacher Maria, I love your videos in Nairobi. Made me miss home so much. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll get to go back soon and make some more.
Yeah. We didn't get enough time in Nairobi.
We didn't. We
still have a lot to see and do, so we for sure have to go back ASAP.
Right. Especially with making videos about what we're doing too, because even if we do a bunch of stuff, we have to spend time editing it and all that stuff. So we can't just do stuff constantly.
Yeah.
That's the Most High will be your covering. I don't know who was talking to who, if y'all talking to us, but absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
He will be.
Absolutely. Brianna Yashra, what airline do y'all recommend us using leaving from the US?
This is not a promotion or advertisement.
We've only used one, so we can't speak to the others.
But Qatar has done wonders for us. I mean, I like Qatar Airways. If anybody took Qatar Airways from the US to any other African country, Qatar is the real deal.
So he said that. So the first time we went,
we're a little biased too because what you about to say.
We did it the bougie way. So we got the cheapest tickets we could get. We actually ended up moving our flight up, I think, a week. The first time.
Are you talking about the first time?
The first time. The first time.
Okay.
We ended up moving it up because the price.
We didn't move it up.
Yes, we did, because the price was cheaper. We moved it up a week because the price was cheaper.
Oh, okay.
So we did that, and then we had like an 8-hour layover. So we decided to get lounge access. I think it was like $50 a person, and we're like, okay, well, at least there'll be clean bathrooms and we can eat, and we don't have to, our bags can be right here. We don't have to worry about stuff in the airport and wander the airport. So we did that. And then they sent us an email talking about an upgrade.
For a great price.
So we ended up taking business class there the first time.
And I think it was only like an extra $1,100 or $1,300 or something like that.
Right.
To get business class seats for the both of us.
Right. Because if you look on there, their business class seats are like
8,000-9,000.
9,000-10,000. Depending on it's thousands. So
I think we might have paid $3,000.
We was like, we might have to do that.
For both of us.
That
I know people coming out here paying more than that for economy seats.
Right, so, depending on the airline and stuff, yeah.
But for economy, they're still really good because we took economy back when we went back to America, and then when we came back, and it was a really good experience.
And actually, the second leg of the flight, because the long flight on the big plane was business class, so that thing was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
If you had the opportunity to do it, I would do it again.
Let me tell y'all a trick.
I wouldn't pay a bunch to do it again. I wouldn't pay full price to do it.
Let me tell you a trick with Qatar. So how you do it, and they give you this offer every single time if you have the points. You download the app and do like what is it called?
Whatever their loyalty program is.
You get with that. Know. You book your economy. They're going to give you a discount closer to the time of your departure.
Not always.
It's been all every single time.
But it's based upon availability. So if by some craziness a bunch of rich people decide to buy them all out, then no. But if they have seeds available and they say it depends on whatever stuff.
But from our experience, we got the discount every single time.
We got it.
So if you're gonna do that, do it like that.
Right. But we have heard good about, what did Shireen say? Which one do they always take when they go to India? She said was really good.
Oh, Emirates.
Yeah, she said Emirates was really good. Yeah, and they take economy on Emirates. So, and we've seen videos of Emirates. I'm pretty sure it looks nice just for economy. LOL, he don't know what she said. He don't know what I said. He not listening to me. That's rude.
I guess they're talking about that.
Yeah, so I see y'all are talking about the flights too. So depending on the airline is going to depend where you're stopping to, because they're not going to come straight to Africa. So I think Emirates stops in Dubai, I want to say. Qatar Airways is out of Qatar, so they stop in Qatar. Doha, Qatar.
That's all we know, really.
So yeah, and then obviously you're going to be on like a smaller plane. And they also do things like when we came the last time, our second flight, because like the airlines will use other airlines' planes or whatever. So we booked through Qatar. Our flights were Qatar, but the second leg of our flight was through Oman Air. What's your heritage? Any Caribbean or South American connections?
So
I don't know.
I know my family. I think on my grandfather's side, they come from South America, but we it's a Caribbean. Yeah, I don't know anybody in Caribbean, but yeah, I know some of my family came from South America, from Africa on slave ships. But
you said it fast when you said that part.
Yeah.
We all know that.
But yeah. Let's see. That is so true.
Oh, Jewel Niles says, "Oh wait, he can go to Namibia and speak German."
I didn't know that.
I'd have to pick it back up. It's been a minute.
I know one thing. I know how to say one thing in German. Ich habe Hunger. If anybody know what that means, drop it down.
He does that because I can randomly say stuff in German just out of nowhere. But yeah. African Queen, one Giselle. Hello, baby. Hello. The baby is sleeping. It is 9:52 out here.
It's her bedtime.
So yeah, because if we keep her up late, she's not nice.
Yeah.
She's cute still, but she's
she be acting a fool right now.
Right. She'd be screaming for no reason. Yeah. Okay, Bruce Bloomby? I feel like I probably said it more right than you did.
I butcher names.
He butchers everything. Everything. Okay, he said, what do y'all love the most about Africa as compared to the US?
You want to start? Or do you want to start?
You decide.
Yeah, it's so much. I'm going to start with the family dynamic. In America, it was a systematic thing how they broke up the Black family in America. So you see a lot of single parent households, mainly mothers. And usually that dynamic isn't great for the child. We see a lot of toxicity when it comes to those type of relationships where the man is outside of the home. So that being the thing, the school system, I feel like in America, it's terrible.
Indoctrination.
Yeah, it's indoctrination. And now they're putting things in the school system that just way left field. The food here is obviously more natural than it is in America. And we noticed when after we left Tanzania and went back to America, I gained a lot of weight, guys. Like
we both did.
Yeah.
But I was eating more. I was breastfeeding. I was purposely eating more.
Yeah, but
he blew up. I'm just kidding.
Nah, for real though. It was the preservatives and all the stuff that you put in food caused you really to gain weight. Even when I wasn't eating well in Tanzania, I still was losing weight when we first came.
Right, because he was eating chicken like
every day.
Trying to eat fried chicken, French fries every single day and still lost weight.
Yeah.
I think I agree with everything that he said. And also, what I noticed, like even watching like videos from stuff in America, all the stuff going on out there right now, it's the just stupidness of how people act. It's just like
It's crazy.
I keep seeing those Karen videos, and I'm like, I ain't seen a Karen not nowhere out here. And I'm so happy because, oh my goodness, the stupidity of the rants and the craziness and the attitudes. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like in the different African countries we have been to so far, people don't just act crazy for no reason like they do in America. But then again, it could be the food because it's poison.
Food is poison. They put all type of stuff in that food. I don't know what it is, but it's causing you to blow up and not be as sharp up here for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Jonathan said land would be a good idea and then build a house you want later on. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, we still gotta find where we want that land to be.
Yeah.
And then we'll get
which
in there.
country and then where in that country. So
Juan Lyon says, have you heard of Orania in South Africa? Do you plan to visit that Boer town? Never heard of that. Nope. And you're the first person to say that because we have been getting in the comments to go all over South Africa. Yeah, and South Africa is pretty large, so these places are like flights. So yeah, we have not heard of that. We'll have to Google it.
For sure.
And maybe we might visit it while we're here. Just Vlog says, what do you use for your beard to look like that nice? Don't inflate the man's ego.
First of all, let me tell you, it took a long time for my beard to get like this. It was a struggle for a while.
That beard would be nothing without me. Okay. No, I really don't do anything. I got him beard stuff that he doesn't even use.
I think it's just genetics.
It's just like that.
Yeah, I don't really put a whole bunch in there.
But his cousin's beard is better than his.
Dang. It really is though. His stuff go down here. Yeah, I'm struggling trying to get there. He
does not try to get there. He keeps cutting his.
Trim it.
And I told him I don't want him to cut it, but he keeps cutting because when he cuts it low. I like it like where it is, but when he cuts it, he cuts it.
But to answer your question, I don't really do anything to it. I put regular hair conditioner and stuff.
He's lazy. It probably looks better on camera than it does in person.
Don't play.
No, I'm kidding. It's luxurious. It's soft. It's like a rug, a bearskin rug. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Yanabat Yasharal question: what kind of visa do you have when you were in Tanzania because you didn't have to leave every 9 days?
So we had a volunteer visa through a woman that we that reached out to us to help us out. So that's how we ended up getting that. Yeah. Volunteer.
Yeah. So the 2-year volunteer visa doesn't require you to leave.
Yes. So that was a blessing that we didn't have to.
That was a blessing. Edgar, greetings from Nairobi.
Hello. Shout out to Nairobi again. What's our next destination?
I do not want to butcher your name. He didn't even try to say it.
Wait, which one?
This one.
I'm gonna try it.
Michael. Second name Michael. I don't want to mess it up.
Sorry about that.
What's your next destination? We're not sure.
We haven't
decided.
And so our Patreon members, if you want to join our Patreon, we're going to be giving exclusive access to that before YouTube. So you'll know if you subscribe to our Patreon where we're going next. And we're going to do polls on there also. And you're going to be able to choose actually where we go next. So if you want to,
we already put up the poll. I think like 600 people or 800 people or something have already said. But this guy has an idea of where he wants to go. I'm kind of open to see wherever because we have, honestly, like we always say what surprised us in countries and stuff. And people like to come in the comments and be all mad about it. But the reason I say that is because I can look at it on the internet and I can do whatever. But I don't know until I get there. You're not going to really catch the vibe till you get there. Yeah. So for me, I'm open to whatever because I really don't feel like I know what the experience is going to be.
Yeah, we don't know
until we get there. But he has an idea of where he wants to go. He has one on the top of his list.
Yeah. Y'all know really soon.
Malkia, y'all precious. LOL. You can get an international license even after you leave the US.
That's good to know.
I'm not gonna lie. I've heard people say this a long time ago, but they say, before you have a license, you want to drive so bad. And once you get a license, you're not trying to drive, you want to ride shotgun. That's me. I don't mind sitting in the back. Like I'm chilling. I can sit in the front, I can sit in the back, but I don't mind not having to drive. If I can do something else while somebody else drives,
Hey.
I'm not hurt by that. I like that. Let's see. South Africa's a big country with big cities. You need a year or two to see it. I'm seeing that because people keep telling us that we need to go to all these different places, and when I Google them, none of them are close together. Like
they're very far.
Because I was saying, well, maybe we could drive, but the places are so far. Like you could take a flight that's like an hour, but then you have to pay all this money to take a flight. But then to drive is like a ridiculous amount of hours.
Yeah.
So I do feel like we're gonna try to see as much as we can while we're here.
Yeah.
But if we can't see everything,
we'll have to come back.
We'll have to come back
for sure.
But we do want to see Cape Town, and we've been going back and forth.
We heard a lot about Durban too.
Yeah, we heard a lot about Durban.
We want to see Durban for sure.
But we've been going back and forth about if we're gonna go to Cape Town. But I do really want to see. It looks great.
But it's just cold right now. So.
It's cold right now. I want to go to the beach when it's not cold. Let's see. Oh, West Africa is waiting for you, Ghana.
We coming. We coming.
We trying to.
We coming.
For the sake of, just doing things in order, and two, when you don't fly a lot, you don't even think about it. But the more we've been flying, it's noticeable that depending on what country you go to, it costs more. So since we're on this side, it's cheaper to go to other places on this side. So when we get out there, then we're going to be out there and bounce around.
Yeah, we just try to go to the countries. First of all, it's expensive to fly, for one.
Right.
So we try to go in a route to where we can save the most money.
Right.
Also visit the countries we want to see at the same time. So once we get on the west, we for sure going to hit all of those countries on the west. We start in the east, we're in the south, and then we're going to gradually work our way up. So, but we'll be there soon.
Mash says, was it your intention to visit South Africa in winter? No.
Absolutely. Didn't even know it.
Honestly, he said didn't know. Didn't think about it at all.
I didn't know it as cold as it do, like to get into like the low 40s, 30s and stuff like that. I didn't know that part. But I mean, winter is different from country to country. So it's kind of hard to keep up with all that, especially when you're traveling how we're traveling. Right. You here a week, here 2 weeks, there another week. So you're not going to get as much research as you would if you was a person coming from, for example, America, trying to travel to whatever country you come to in Africa. And then you got all that time to really prep. We don't have.
And the weather fluctuates. Like, we're from Louisiana. My whole life, it never got that cold in winter. Like, it's cold. It's colder than you're used to because it's usually hot. But it don't get that cold. In recent years, it gets colder. It would snow every once in a while because it would get really cold. So it's like you don't really know. But he really wanted to come to South Africa next. Because, too, we haven't necessarily been planning like a million countries ahead. Yeah. We've been deciding in a country which country we're going to next.
Well, we did know the first 3 or 4 countries we're going to go to first.
I'm sorry. You just have a piece of crust. That keep looking at me. Okay, it's gone. All right, great.
Cool.
So yeah, we didn't. It didn't cross my mind at all. Every other country we've been to has been pretty hot. I didn't even think about it. But
you just get used to the warmth, then you get that breeze hit you.
Caught that breeze, like
it's cool.
Okay,
hold on.
Here we go. Okay, Melky said, "What's wrong with the tap water in TZ?" Well, wait. Let me say. I don't know. No. I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. So the doctor basically said, do not drink it. But I was pregnant too. And she was saying it specifically to me. But you know what they say about water in general, there's like chemicals, there's microorganisms and stuff that your body's not used to. So you can possibly get sick when you go to a different country and drink their tap water.
Yeah, even if it's not Africa. Even if the tap water may be decent. For example, if you're going from U.S. to Europe or U.S. to wherever, even if tap water decent, just because you're not used to it, you can get sick from it. So I wouldn't drink the tap water anywhere for the simple fact that we don't know what's in it and you can get sick just because the locals may be used to it, but we're used to different. Like, we won't get sick 9 times out of 10. We drink American tap water just because we've been there. We're used to it. But you come here, even the tap water have less mineral, like of the bad stuff in it, then we still can possibly get sick.
And yeah, that's everywhere. Because I remember even growing up, I remember them saying, "Don't drink the tap water in Mexico." What do they call it? Montezuma's Revenge or something. Like you get the bubble guts and it gets to going. Like that's what they say. So I think it's just in general.
That's the next one.
Barman, did you know that Swahili is majorly spoken language in East, Central, and Southern Africa? Have developed interest of learning or speaking.
Yeah, we knew most, like the first two countries we visited in Africa was Kenya and Tanzania, and they both speak Swahili. And now we went to Rwanda; they speak Swahili in Rwanda, but it's a little different.
It's not even Swahili. It's called something else, but it's very similar. Some of the words are the same.
Well, I thought I heard them speaking Swahili.
Yeah, because they a lot of it sounds like it, but it's I can. But we started. Well, I started learning it ahead of time because I was like, okay, well, we're gonna go here. But then I did see that after the fact that a lot of countries actually speak Swahili,
which is good because we know a little bit. So if it's a country we're going to that speaks Swahili, then we can do a little bit. I can do a little bit.
Right. We still have to work on it more because I think that it comes a lot with conversation. Because you could learn it, but if you can't practice and speak to someone and actually listen to them say it, because different people speak differently, different accents, whatever, it could be hard to understand. So you have to get good at it, and that comes with practice. Downtown Cape Town remind you of New Orleans?
That's good to know. Well, we'll see once we visit there.
We were somewhere else, and I said it looked like New Orleans. Where were we?
I don't remember.
I know we were on the interstate, or I'm not sure what they call it here, like the main road, highway. I don't know. It looked like Houston, like off of 45. Kim Houston, Durban, the Zulu Kingdom. When are you coming?
Probably around the same time we visit Cape Town. We can't give you a definitive answer for that just because we haven't made our final decision yet, but hopefully really, really soon.
Yeah, we really got to see. Honestly, when we first said we were going to come out here, it was kind of Johannesburg or Cape Town.
Yeah.
And I don't remember why we landed on Johannesburg and not Cape Town. I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't either.
But we didn't think about all the other places because pretty much, even like when we were in Kenya, we went to Nairobi. Everybody's like, go to Mombasa. But, we had like shorter time periods. So we weren't planning on just going all over every country. But then when we get there and we see things and we want to see more things, and we're like, oh, we're gonna have to come back. So the Durban's warmer every year, beautiful beaches.
We heard that.
We have heard that. Like honestly, since we've been in South Africa, everyone who lives in a different town, city, whatever, has been in the comments saying that we need to come where they are because it's beautiful.
We believe you.
And we believe you. Yeah. So
hopefully we'll be able to experience all of those different places and see you guys for sure.
Brianna Yasharel says, thank you for answering my question. You are so welcome.
No problem.
We try. Barman says, did you develop learning or speaking Swahili? It is widely spoken in Eastern and Central Africa.
Yeah, like she said before, we speak a little Swahili. We're not fluent by any means, but we can communicate. I can communicate a little bit better.
So you know what it is? We learn differently. I learn by, like, even if someone's teaching me, you need to tell me this is it in Swahili and this is in English so I can associate them together. He can more learn in a conversation. You can't just say stuff to me in another language and me pick up what you're saying. I'm going to be like...
I think the quickest way to learn for me is kind of how kids or babies learn. Just being around your environment.
Because he's like a kid or a baby.
Maybe so.
No, I'm kidding. But no, I need to learn it and then put it into practice. He can like talk and two, he does a fake accent and he just pretends like he knows what people talking about.
The accent is not fake. When you speak the language, you don't want to have an American accent when you're speaking. It just sounds stupid.
Okay,
you got to speak in the accent that they're speaking in.
So it's funny to me because I feel like when we were in Tanzania the first time, we met so many married couples, and the women speak Swahili. When they're speaking Swahili, they just say the words.
Whatever accent.
All of the men come out with an accent.
So let me, for example, let me do it so y'all can understand why I do it.
Don't do it.
No, look. So I'm gonna say one thing.
You're gonna say something in Swahili?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say it in my regular accent, and then I'm gonna say it in their accent.
Oh,
you tell me.
But disclaimer, he will do the accent when he's speaking English as well. But he goes in and out of the accent.
Yeah.
In like one sentence, there'll be a little accent on this, but not on this next word. So it's like.
So if I'm saying Mambo VP, Mzungu, man, yeah, Mambo VP. See, the voice got deeper.
Somebody in the comments say if that sounds
Mambo VP
legit or if he just said it deeper. Was it just a throat thing? I don't know.
Poa.
Poa freshie.
Mzuri sana.
Tatizo.
Tatizo kubwa sana. We having too much fun.
Humbly Me said, I love your shopping vlogs and sightseeing vlogs.
We got more coming.
Thank you. We appreciate that. So honestly, the videos that get the most views are us talking. Like we like the vlogs.
I feel
like the vlog videos are good. Like even like when we were first in Tanzania, we got there in July. My birthday's in August. So we went to Zanzibar for my birthday. And I mean, it's not that great because we weren't good at making videos yet, but it looks really nice and it's really interesting to me.
Fun making
Nobody cares. Nobody.
People talking videos, I would say, are the hardest videos to make for us.
Right.
Not as far as length, as far as the editing process, but just sitting here speaking. It's not really fun.
It's not fun. Yeah.
But we have to do it just to inform you guys. So I know that's why it's the most popular. But going out doing vlogs and my favorite. Food reviews. We got more coming, but I love food reviews.
Yeah, he likes to eat. He greedy. Y'all see in the comments of that last one, we were eating the bride. Somebody said, he was like, bro, watch your fingers. Like he's about to bite all the tip of his finger. Like,
when I eat, I chew. You hear me? I really eat.
He gets food all in his beard. He saves it for later. Let's see.
Where were we?
I don't know. I feel like I lost my place. Hold up. Let me go back.
1 second.
So sorry. I think I pressed something.
And the scroll went all the way to the bottom. It says buffering on my end.
It's buffering. Y'all let us know if it's buffering because it looks like it's going on our end. On here, it looks like it's going to. This is on YouTube. It's like late. It's like playing like a few seconds after. Yeah. I think this is where we were.
Okay. What's the next question?
Oh, somebody said Ethiopian Airlines is good. Oh, yeah. Somebody actually told us that Ethiopian Airlines was good too. Mm-hmm. So we were actually thinking about whenever we do go to the other side of the continent, thinking about taking Ethiopia. Yeah. Review site, could you put a subtitle button on your channel, please? Oh, like add subtitles.
I think you can do that on the YouTube page.
Does it automatically?
No, you have to go to your settings. Somewhere in your settings, and it's like a little thing to the top right. You click that, and then let me see.
No, it says unavailable. I think
on a live, you can't do it.
Oh, yeah, probably not on live.
On a live, you can't do it, but on our videos, all you gotta do is click the top right button, and they have an option where you can put captions on there.
And we have accents. It's gonna mess up some of those words.
Yeah,
it's probably not even gonna know what we're saying.
That'll be the best way to get the subtitles.
But I'll look at it on an older video. If it's not on there, I'll see if we can put it. Because I think we did subtitles on a video before, but we only really do it like if the audio is low or
they speak a different language.
Oh yeah, if they're speaking a different language or something.
Yeah. What's the next question?
Oh, you just downloaded the Qatar app. Good. Yeah, we did that too.
For sure.
Because that's good too. Because like when you do fly out and stuff, you have all your stuff on the app, so that's good.
Review site. Why do you have to fly to Dubai when you can fly from JFK, New York? direct to Nairobi. Total flight time 13 hours.
I don't know. Well, we've never we've never flown to Nairobi from America, so I'm not sure. But when we were looking at flights, most of the airlines stopped somewhere else. So let us know what airline that is that you're going on, because if you take Qatar Airways, you're gonna stop in Qatar. If you take Emirates, you're gonna stop in, I believe, Dubai. And even like some of the like European airlines, you're gonna stop in Germany. You're gonna stop somewhere before you come to Africa. Because I was telling him that too. I was like, why can't you just fly to Africa? You can't fly to Africa.
It's weird. You gotta make all these
coming
layovers.
from, and maybe that's because it's New York. I don't know, because we flew out of Houston, so I'm not sure. We were gonna fly out of Dallas, but it costs significantly more to fly out of Dallas than to fly out of Houston. So anybody, if you're trying to fly to Africa and you're in Dallas, drive to Houston. What?
Deetra, I think they say Arnett.
Deetra Arnett. I think that many Black people in America come from the Congo. Have you seen many Congolese people? Do you plan on visiting Congo?
I don't know if we met Congolese people. We might have walked past a Congolese person, but
we haven't met any. Yeah. I think because in Africa, people know where they're from.
Yeah.
They know their tribe, like all of those things. So they tell you a lot of times when you're talking to them, they're like, I'm from here and I'm from this tribe. So we definitely haven't met anyone that's from Congo.
But yeah, we would.
But we have thought about visiting.
Yeah, we want to see all the countries on the continent. So yeah, we for sure want to see the Congo.
Oh, so Juan Lyon says Orania is an all-white township created to preserve Afrikaner culture. Should be illegal, if you ask me.
Is that the same person? Do we plan on visiting there?
Yeah. So probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, I might be slightly light skinned, but I don't think. I think the white people
we'll fit into it.
I feel like they're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just reminds me of like those old movies where you walk in, Black people walk in, there's all white people. Not even old movies. Remember on Life when they went in to get the pie and they walked in and all the white people was like,
Look at her.
These whites only pies. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we're not trying to do that.
No,
we good.
Don't need that in our life.
Don't need that. Oh, well, we have met somebody who's Congolese right now. Ruben right here. Hey guys, love your content.
Shout out to you, Ruben.
Living in South Africa.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Also, drop where y'all from in the comments too. We want to know where everybody coming from for sure.
Yeah. South Africa or Nairobi? I am late. We did not. If you mean which one we like better, we have not said.
We do have a video coming out soon about that. So please be sure, if you want to know, watch that video.
Yeah, and don't be fighting in the comments.
Please don't. Please don't.
When we did Nairobi versus Dar, they went ham. Okay, and we knew it was getting real because they would be going in English, and then it was switched to Swahili all of a sudden, and I was like, oh.
And one thing you have to realize with these videos, they're not factual. It's just our opinion.
It's our opinion.
It's our opinion.
Well, it's facts of what happened, but it's our opinion
of how we feel. So don't think we're trying to bash your country because we choose one over another. It's just for us. But we think all of these countries are beautiful ones.
Because too, even since we've been here, some people are like, well, y'all didn't speak on this negative thing and that negative thing, but we're speaking on things that we've experienced. Like I can't tell somebody else's story. I can't say it's terrible because of this, and I don't know that has happened.
Yeah, we're only going to speak our experience on our channel. We're not going to speak on anything that we haven't experienced. So if it's some negative things you may have experienced, we're not going to speak on it because it's not our experience.
Okay, so Alan said he wants South Africa. LOL, you can tell when he's eating the Nando's.
Nando's.
You always eat that Nando's hot sauce. You put that Nando's on the bride.
Oh, that Nando's hard.
But that don't necessarily mean that this dude loves hot sauce. Point blank period. He will find a hot sauce that he likes everywhere we go. So
Nando's hard.
And we actually have food from Nando's.
Is Nando's South African? Is the origin South African?
Why do I feel like we saw Nando's somewhere? Oh no, that was South
I know they have it in Europe and stuff like that. I don't know where. If anybody knows, drop that in the comments.
What was that chicken place we had in Nairobi, was that?
That was Nando's.
That was Nando's?
That was Nando's. No.
No, it wasn't.
Ooh. I don't know.
It was something else. It was Nando's adjacent. Because it had like rice and stuff. That wasn't
so Nando's. When it comes to chicken though, muchachos. I like muchachos.
Yeah, their chicken, their French fries are good. They put some kind of seasoning on those fries that are delicious. Because since we've been in Africa,
it's right up the road.
Everybody makes French fries, but it's just like greasy potatoes. They don't taste good. They don't even salt them. Sometimes you're supposed to put salt on that when it comes out the grease. But at the muchachos, they put some kind of seasoning. It's quite delicious. Ruben said, "Are you visiting more destinations in South Africa, or are you leaving soon?"
Undecided. Like I said, we want to see Cape Town so badly, but since the weather is a lot colder there right now, we don't know if we want to go, just for the simple fact that if we go there, we want to, live the beach life, right. Just see everything Cape Town has to offer. We don't want to go there and be cooped up in the house. Right. So we want to be out.
But there are some things, I think it's Cape Town where I saw they have like a what do they call it? The little car thing, the cable car thing going up the mountain. That looks cool too.
And we do.
But I feel like at the top of a mountain it'd be even more cold because now you're up more. So I don't know.
But we do know there's a lot of things to do in Cape Town other than the beach. But if we want to see that side of it too.
Akia said, I haven't drove since I've been on the continent except once in Cape Town. And I was like, why? Where's my driver? That's what I'm saying. You get super bougie. I need a driver.
So I drove one time since we've been on the continent. And I had a driver. Shout out to you, Elisha. Yes. He was a guy that actually drove us back and forth to the hospital when we first had our baby. But
yeah, his baby's gonna marry our baby. He's gonna have to give us some that bride price, some cows and some goats and stuff. We talked about it.
Yeah, but he ended up letting me drive his car randomly. Like we was driving. He was driving the car. I'm in the front seat, passenger seat. He get out the car. He like, oh, I'm finna stop right here. I'm like, okay, you finna pull up over there?
Yeah.
He get out in the middle of the road. Just boom. I'm like, dang, okay, I guess I'm driving. And I drive to the hospital.
Right. So. Something happened. He had to go and he just started driving. Yeah. So I don't think this is showing all the messages because there's messages on there that I don't see.
If we missing some, guys, we're sorry. It's a lot popping up right now.
I just changed the setting on here because I keep looking up there and seeing stuff that I didn't see. Okay.
Oh, Nando's from Portugal. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know.
We have had some good chicken since we've been moving around, though.
Ashasha. Ooh, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm butchering you.
Where you see that? Hi from Atlanta, enjoying the video. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We try. Okay, let's see.
Oh, there's Kenya Airways flights from New York to Nairobi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've taken Kenya Airways,
like
but
Kenya.
since we do like Kenya Airways.
Yeah,
we've taken it since we've been on the continent. We haven't
did it international.
Yeah,
we did it international, but not outside of the continent.
Right. Ruben says you would really love Cape Town. Please go. I know it's cool. Go so you have something to look forward to when you want to come back in the summer. But I don't know. We might. We've literally been going back and forth about that, like probably
every day.
Probably for like a week.
Yeah, last week we were like, should we go?
Should we go? Yeah. It's not even winter yet, and we're still in autumn, fall, and it snows in Cape Town in the winter. By the way, see, we're not trying to. When we were in America, we were in Dallas, and it was snowing.
I worked outside in that cold weather, and I can tell you, I'd rather be
the slipperiness of it all. Yeah. Like I don't know,
it's too cold.
Marquis says, I don't think us Americans knew that it gets cold anywhere in Africa. So, and see, people keep coming for us in the comments too when we say we don't know stuff.
Yeah.
America does not put forth anything true about Africa. Okay. And I think it's because they think all the black people going to pack their bags and leave, which they probably will.
If they actually knew.
Let me get my stuff and go ahead and get out of here. But yeah, they don't really put forth any true information. They're like, oh, it's wars and oh, it's bad and oh, it's scary. And that's not true. But we didn't expect the cold at all. Except like Arusha. We heard that it would be cold in Arusha, but we were looking into going to Tanzania for a period of time. So we came across that.
All right, what's the next one? We gotta get through these comments a little quicker now.
Brianna about Yashar, question: roughly how much are the plane tickets when traveling on the east side, country to country? Estimate number mixed to maximum.
I would say we've been to 4 countries on average. We spent probably about for me, her, and the baby, which the baby tickets only be like $20.
Yeah,
she's
still,
but it's around I would say around 450, 500, something like that.
Like 2 something a person.
Yeah.
So it depends on where you're going, though.
Yeah. See, we've been going to neighboring countries and we find deals, and also we fly with mileage, our airline.
We get points
on our mileage.
Points from credit cards. We try to use, if we need to use a credit card, we try to use one.
So we haven't spent that amount of money.
Yeah. So we don't even always spend all the money to fly. And there's a lot of people who fly exclusively like that and have all kinds of hacks and videos for you to learn how to do that.
Check them out.
We're not doing it on that level, but yeah.
What is this? Keep scrolling to the bottom.
Yeah, it's trying to play it right now. Oh, I think when I changed the setting, it populated some stuff that it wasn't showing before.
Okay. You should visit. This is Ruben. I can't pronounce the last name. You should visit Congo. It would definitely be an experience. What is your next day? Oh, I think I already read that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
not sure.
We're still not sure on the next destination, but
that's why we're asking you guys on polls. Trying to get in. Guys, y'all can tell their hearts belong to Kenya. We love Kenya. I ain't gonna lie. We love Kenya a lot.
Look, hot sauce because he's from Louisiana. Exactly. And he actually loves Louisiana hot sauce. And they have some. We've seen Crystal hot sauce. We've seen Frank's hot sauce. And we've seen, what's that one that's nasty? Tabasco.
Tabasco nasty?
I don't like Tabasco.
I don't really like Crystal.
I mean, Tabasco, I don't love hot sauce. I like stuff that's already hot, but I don't necessarily like hot sauce because it tastes like vinegar. I don't love the vinegariness it adds to the food. My bad. Yes, we have Nando's in Nairobi too. Maybe it was Nando's.
It might have been. It's been. I feel like time is
flying. They had yellow rice and salad. I feel like it wasn't Nando's, but I don't remember what it was called.
No, that was not Nando's. We got that
at the mall, and it was good. And we got that.
It was like a fast food. Y'all might know it in Nairobi. If anybody in the comment section in Nairobi, it's a fast food chain kind of.
I want to say
it's like flame broiled chicken.
Oh, it started with a G. Gordo's. No, it started with a G, but I don't know what it was called. Okay. Galitos. Yes, PT. Galitos in Nairobi. That was it. That was
hard. They sauce.
Dude loves sauce of any kind. Joel Nice do research on South Africa because news of whites trying to drown black boys at hotel resort pool, and another was told to leave a bar because don't allow blacks.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That's not surprising. So that is one of the things about South Africa. It is similar to America in some of those ways, but we haven't experienced anything like that. But yeah, we have heard things like that. And just like, in America. Deidre Arnett, I like fried yuca. I don't think I've ever had fried yuca.
What is yuca?
Yuca, I think it's a root vegetable, right?
Ukulele.
I could be lying. Tell me if it is. This says Nando's is South African. I don't know.
Is it from Portugal or is it from South Africa?
It's chicken. That's what I know.
Good chicken.
And it's delicious. You vote for Nairobi. Can all viewers in the platform say hi?
One thing about people from Nairobi, y'all rep Nairobi. Y'all rep to the fullest, and I can appreciate that. Sure.
Right. Malkia said, Tabletop Mountain, you will be cold in those cable cars. They have absolutely beautiful gardens. Yes. But yeah, we still want to see all that stuff. But it would be nice if it was warmer. Okay, Barman is making Nairobi win. No appeal. Jewel Nice, nah, baby, gotta marry Yehuda tribe. So true. But you know, just because we're on the continent don't mean they not, you know?
Yeah.
We all gotta
We really don't, nobody really knows exactly what tribe they're from, but hey, when it comes to the tribes of Israel, but
although we do know people that did the African ancestry DNA thing that at least got them back to what country. So we haven't done that. We thought about doing that though. Let's see. Y'all going back and forth about this, Nanda.
somebody get it together. That's Louisiana in the kitchen, LOL.
That's
in Africa?
We were at a store today actually looking for a thing that we needed to do the live stream, and the guy was chatting him up. He said that he could guess where people are from, and
about our accent.
Yeah, he guessed. He said something about below the Mason-Dixon. I thought he was about to say something racist. I ain't gonna lie, because that was the only part that I caught that he heard. And then he said, and then I realized he was guessing where he was from. He said Tech.
Me confused the whole time. I had no clue.
Florida. And he was like, I don't know. So then they end up saying Louisiana.
Yeah.
He said, do you know where you can get some good gumbo and jambalaya in South Africa? And I was like,
no, we do not.
I could make some. We could open up a restaurant. Now we know there's a need for that.
Thank you, by the way. My husband is from Louisiana, Brianna.
That's probably my cousin. That's how that works.
It's possible.
That's probably
everybody in Louisiana.
Remember when we were in Tanzania, we met somebody whose husband I think had the same last name as like my maiden name. Oh, well, that's my cousin. Probably. Who knows? She said
Yehuda was put into slavery. Other 11 tribes on the continent. Yeah, it was. So Yehuda consisted of Yehuda, Benjamin, and Levi. So it can be any one of those three. It can be anyone.
Oh yeah, some people did extensive DNA research. Yes.
Yeah.
But I've gone back and forth as to whether or not I want to give them people my DNA because I don't know if they're gonna do it.
So we're in an hour and a half now. So guys,
oh goodness,
we're about to wrap this up. But we just want to say for sure, thank you so much for 10K. That was the video was originally about, and it means so much to us that you guys really enjoy our content. Yeah. That we can provide value for you guys, and it's appreciated. Yeah. So
thank you for being with us. Yeah. Thank you for watching. And this is fun. We might have to do live streams more often.
We like this.
We had to buy stuff to make it work, so we don't need to do it.
Yeah, we'll have to do it a few more times.
We got to do it anyway to make it worth it. But yeah.
Thank you for 10K. I mean, we're like 11 something now, but
yeah.
Thank you.
We tried to do it at 10, but we struggled.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for being here. And hopefully we'll do this again too. And y'all all come hang out with us. Hopefully.
I want to say thank you and we love you. And as always, family.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Boom.